Hello, welcome back. I'm Normal Player Guy. Now, today's video we'll be looking at the Easy A for one of the most hype units going, and that is Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. Now, he is free to play, believe it or not, and he is still amazing. When this guy came out, he was huge. People thought that he wasn't free to play just because of the effort that you had to go through, but oh no. Mark my words, he is free to play, and he is good. So, we'll have a look at his Easy A to see if there's any great differences between him. So of course, superclass key 3 70%, so that's good for free to play players, just even in this. So he raises, so he stacked attack and defense. That's a 20% buff for every time. So doubles would be good. Additionals are very good for this guy. And then his 18 key, he greatly raised attack, which was very good. That's a 50% raise to attack. Realistically, this guy was a defensive unit, so you just went for the stack. So he had 80% to stats, and he had key up to 10, the less HP you have. We go down here, and this is how it works. So you have 2 key at the start of turn. So what it doesn't tell you is, even though he has 80% to stats, he has 2. And you gain 2 key for every time you lose 20%. So having a look at this now, he was fairly decent as a stackable unit, but now these days he's dropped off. We need another Vegito who is just outright ludicrous. And they kind of delivered. So he's now 4 key 120% to stats for superclass, making it very good for like battlefield uses. So of course he now stacks attack and defense again, but now he lowers attack, and that is a nice 20% for 3 turns. Double supers will pile on that attack lowering, so that's good. And this is probably one of his best ones. So his 18 key now greatly raises attack and defense for the turn. That's a 50% raise. So you could get this, and then if you do the additional super, you still stack. This would make it very good for like difficult content where you get clapped. You are going to get the extra key from losing a lot of health, and then this still works out in your favor. That's probably one of the best that he's got. To make it a little different, this one is a melee, and this one appears to be like the other one that's like an equipment based one. So that's how you can bear that in mind. So he now has 100% to stats, but still no key. That's interesting, but he comes off with 2. So 100% to stats, so that's a small increase. But again, it's LR stats. You think he has 13,500 defense, at 20% will work. So additional attack and defense 10% with each super attack performed up to 50%. So you get those double. Now that'll be 5 turns unless you do double supers. That's still going to be turn 3. He'll have 150% to stats. That's really good. Raises key by up to 10. The less HP remaining, the greater you are. That's the same. He has a medium chance, so that's a 30% chance of key plus 5. Okay, that's a bit weird. Launches an additional attack that has a high chance, a 50% chance, of becoming a super attack when you're performing an ultra super. Okay, right. So that's kind of like LR Turles, right? You get this ultra super attack. You're gonna get this. You're gonna greatly raise the defense, and then you have a 50% chance to stack an additional 20%. So that's actually quite good. So even if you get addition, and then if you have the hidden potential system, you could double stack and have this. Now, this guy's good. It's a bit RNG based, but if this procs, you're looking good. 2 key disables enemy's guard when there is another Future Saga category ally in the turn. That's funny actually, because I brought up a category ally. I brought up like the Future Saga, what you could run in there. So we'll have a check out who you can run in Future Saga. This is actually really, really good. He builds up. So yeah, and it's not so bad. Let's see. So turn 1, you get 100%. If you get this, so what? That's 10%. You get the extra, so that's 20%. Hidden potential system, that's 30%. You could have potentially triple super, so you get an extra 30%. You're likely just to get 20% from 2 attacks. This medium chance of 5 keys a bit weird. It's nice to have. It's a bit weird. I would like it to be launched as an additional attack, which has a high chance of becoming a super attack and then end. The fact that it's performing an ultra super attack, it's not the worst, I feel if that was to be, if you were going to make this a more robust, well-rounded unit, you'd make this a high chance, right? Because if you're pushing this, you're going to want the key. So Future Saga ally in the turn, which you could run this guy on. Two keys, nice. Disable enemy's guard, which means he's not slowed down by AGL types, which is nice, I suppose. They'll take a little less damage, but he will still hit them pretty hard. A little wonky, I must admit. Uh, this bit is where I'm having some issues. Yeah, they're pushing the 18 key, but give you only a small chance of the key. Anyway, he's still pretty good though. You got Super Saiyan, Warrior Gods, Prepare for Battle, Power Bestowed by God, Fuse Fighter, Shattering the Limit, and Legendary Power. So, Power Bestowed by God is a Vegito limit, is a Vegito only kind of one. That's the Patara one. Fuse Fighter is always going to be good. You'll be able to run that on the Fuse Fighter's time limit and Final Trump and Patara, and you'll always get Fuse Fighter, which is, of course, 2 key, attack and defense 5%. Same as this, so you can get 10% attack and defense on this, and then, yeah, and then you get 50% attack, 10%, 15% attack, you're getting, so that's what, 30, that's 35, that's 45, that's 50, that's 55, and that's wow, that's 70%. You're getting 70% attack and about 10% defense just from your links. That's pretty good. What's he useful on? He's on a lot of teams. Realm of Gods, Patara, Future Saga, Time Travelers, Final Trump, Battle of Wits, Time Limit, Accelerated Battle, Battle of Fate, Power Beyond, and Fuse Fighters. Okay, so firstly, Time Travelers. So for global, the Extreme Super Battle Road for Time Travelers has come out, and it's extraordinarily difficult. It's what is it? It's 4, then it's 3, then it's 4, then it's 3. It's very, very tough just because they like to super attack slot 1, turn 1, and there's 3 of them. You ain't getting out of that unscathed. Anyone who can no item this, well done. So this guy, having this extra defense, there's a lot of overlap for Future Saga as well. This guy could be great as a defensive floater, or if you, especially if you use like a damage reduction item, and then you get this at the start of turn. Because what this essentially would mean is you could use this guy in slot 1. You could get this to greatly raise for the turn. You could then hopefully proc this to stack a bit more, and that will allow you to survive, right? So that's going to be really good. So time limit, yeah, that's a small team, so that'll be really good on there. Battle of Wits is basically Majin Buu Saga, so that's pretty good. It's also Vegito's. Future Saga, Patara. Patara needs a lot of buffs. It used to be a fantastic top end team, now it's dropped off. Problem with Realm of Gods is there's too many. It's such a broad team now. You could probably make a team without him. Final Trump is needed. Accelerated Battle, Battle of Fate, Power Beyond, and Fuse Fighters, all fantastic. Maybe not so much Fuse Fighters. But for sure, Patara, Future Saga, Time Travelers, Time Limit, Battle of Wits, and Final Trump are absolutely necessary. There are a few people he can help out the most. We check out Patara, and the first one that comes to mind is the 5th anniversary unit, LR Vegito. And you could even use the Patara lead. They do share about 4 links when they transform, mainly just like Fuse Fighter. And of course, they do help out a lot of the other Vegitos, including this guy as well, right? All pretty good. Time limit as well. So time limit, they all share Fuse Fighters. A lot of them would share Super Saiyan, so you're going to get it on. You're going to have some pretty good stuff there. You wouldn't really trigger Warrior Gods, but again, the rest you can trigger. They're all going to share quite a lot of links, like Shattering the Limit, Prepared for Battle, and all that kind of stuff. So Shattering the Limit, Fuse Fighter, Power Bestowed by God, Prepared for Battle, and Super Saiyan. You can easily trigger with a lot of these, and even in time limit like these guys as well. So you will have a lot of usability in this very wonky, very glass cannon team. So he's going to help out a lot, especially Batara. Now, again, his best friend is probably this guy. this guy when he transforms. So it's an LR, so you'll trigger LR power. They have Super Saiyan, power bestowed by God, Fuse Fighter, Fierce Battle, Legendary power. This guy has over in a flash compared to the other ones, which is Shocking Speed and Prepared for Battle, Shouting the Limit and Prepared for Battle. So unfortunately, you won't get that, but you'll get Super Saiyan, power bestowed by God, 2, so that's 3, 4, and 5. And of course, Realm of Gods, Patara, Future, basically everything outside a transformation boost. Absolutely everything's going to be the same there. So you will be able to trigger 5 links, making this guy better. When you get those 5 links, where you get 15% attack, you get so that's 25% attack, and then you get 30% attack, 5% defense. Well, it's 50% attack, 5% 65% attack, 5% defense just from this guy. Going to be hitting hard. The next guy, so realistically, this is his best, but now you're comparing this guy to this guy. Now, this guy's only a TUR, but this guy, everyone knows how great he is. He reduces damage from normal attacks by 40%. He crits. He does double, quintuple. I've seen this guy do like 6 super attacks. Each one's greatly raising the defense, and he counters. His counters are now at 16,500 at base, and he greatly raises his attack. So this guy is, absolutely insane. Although I must admit, his start of turn stats is beginning to age now. And in these really difficult events like Cell Max and stuff, sure, that, you can run him in red zone, but it's getting difficult. He does reduce damage, which is very nice. It's probably the only thing keeping him in play. But he has to get like 3 or 4 of these super attacks now. It's not impossible, but you're going to need that for it to work out. He's also a super class lead as well. Although this guy's summonable and this guy's free to play. So again, even at this form, it's just comparable. Having a look at Future Saga, we will find Future Saga does have some good units you can run. So that's not so bad when you're running like the Fierce Battle, when you're running like any of the key links, Legendary Power, for example. Any one of these is in Future Saga, so you can run these guys. These will probably come out November, December. Extreme Super Battle Road. This guy as well. You could run this guy. That's a decent LR between him, triggering LR power as well. You might be able to use this guy. I don't think you can because it's both Vegito Blues, right? So you probably won't have this. The Gohans you could be able to get a good support out of. Right. This could be an interesting one. This Blue Vegeta is a superclass Realm of God support of 40%. So it's at least 40%. This guy could be really good as a rotation. That could be insane. You think of fused fighters and you got this Samasu. So that could be quite an interesting combination as well. Okay. So that's the easy A for this guy. All around, it's very good. The only gripe I have about this is this bit, but as I say, altogether for a free-to-play unit, he is strong. Don't forget, with these stats, greatly raising and all this. He's good. He's good. I suppose he would never be as great as a unit that's going to come out in the future. And we're going to get another LR standalone Vegito Blue, and it's going to be insane, right? Maybe even the one from that Dragon Ball Heroes, where it's Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Vegito. That will be absolutely nutty. But yeah, so that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you liked it. Again, good for free-to-play players. Otherwise, I've been looking forward to test this guy out. His EZA will come out any day now. Currently, it is the 14th, so it must be any day. Right, that's the end of this video. Until the next time, bye-bye.